Hey guys, it's Ep28 here and welcome back to episode 28 of my Leeds United career mode. Now today, this is the second video that I've put out, which is pretty impressive considering before this I've not actually uploaded in 3 days. But yes, it is a double upload. I was a little bit tempted to make it a triple upload and also bring out Juventus career mode, but I think I'm going to save that for tomorrow when I'm going to try and bring out Juve and Leeds tomorrow, I think, as well. So another double upload, but I'll just have to see how we get on for time. Anyway, let's get on with this episode. We are still in the transfer window, the summer transfer window, and yeah, let's try and hit 25 likes on this episode, and if you could also go subscribe as well, it'd be absolutely fantastic. We've got a few bids that I've put in, a few players that are potentially going to be leaving. We're also looking to try and get in a backup keeper in this episode as well, and Galloway is a player that we are bidding to try and get. Next match is against Chelsea, so we definitely need to try and get in a few players if we can. Obviously, in real life, Chelsea are not doing so well, but on this, I imagine they are quite high up the table. In fact, the third. They've had one win from the previous game. Let's move on to having a look at some emails, though. Preston have said that they're happy to pay 300 grand for Ross Turnbull. I'm just going to actually accept that, I think, to be honest. I know he's worth 350, but I'm happy to let him go. I just need to try and get in a replacement keeper now. Everton have accepted a deal to get in Brendan Galloway, which is brilliant news. Matt Taggart going the other way, and it's going to be 25 grand a week. We're going to try and go for a 5-year deal, and I believe he will be a crucial first-team player, I think is what I'm going to go with. Pretty happy with that. Let's see how we get on with that one, and we're also going to continue to have a look at these goalkeeper deals. I think we might actually result in maybe going for someone a little less decent than these players that I'm going for at the moment, because they're probably a little bit too good for us for a second keeper anyway. We've also got Jack Butland. Now we need to have a look at a different keeper, so I'll be back in a second once I've found one that suits the criteria I'm after. Okay, so basically I've put in an inquiry for all 3 of these players. We've got Manone here that I'm interested in. I've also got David Marshall as well, which I haven't inquired about, but there we go. And the final player is Martinez, I think. Yeah, that's Martinez, isn't it? He's transfer listed. I'm not too sure how good he is. We will inquire out and we'll see what Arsenal say. But he looks like my sort of backup keeper, really, that I want. He's fairly cheap, and he could be an interesting player. I'm not really too sure how good he is, though, so we're going to try and find out and basically just inquire about him and see how he is, basically. Jordan Pickford is maybe even good enough to actually join us, thinking about it. Okay, he's loan listed. I like the look of him. He looks pretty decent, doesn't he? I might actually go for him. Never heard of him before, I don't think. But those players that I've had a look at there actually seem pretty decent, so we'll continue to have a look at them, and I think we might not be able to get a player in here before the Chelsea game, so that's the only downside. Bolton here have matched the 900 grand we asked for Casper Sloth, which means he's on the way out. And we've got a scout report here for Angelo, the left back that I was interested in. 69 overall. Looks really good. He's loan listed. I don't know why, because surely they'd want to try and keep him, to be honest. He is a very good player. But I think we might be okay for now. I will add him to my shortlist, but we have to assume, really, that I'm going to hopefully try and get in that other left back that I bid for, Brendan Galloway. And we've got Pickford inquiry back, and it's 1.1 million that they want for him. It's difficult to tell how much he's actually worth, though, because he's we've not got his full scout report back yet. We will put in a bid of, I think, 800 grand to start things off. Player sold. Bamba has been sold to Norwich. We've got 1.4 million added on to transfer budget, and we have been told that it's worth 4.1 million. Manone. Marshall's worth 4.2, and he is on the transfer list, so they're awaiting any offers for Martinez. So that means I'm just going to try and really give him a very low offer here. We're going to go 400 grand and hope that they try and, well, they accept it, I suppose. The other players I'll probably just wait on. We'll kind of just see how the other players I've bid on will do before I put in bids for those other 2 players. Transfer offer in here for Chris Wood from QPR, 1.8 million. He's worth 2 million. I'm pretty sure that we transfer listed him in the end. I can't quite remember. I'm fairly sure that we did. I'll have a quick look before I do anything. I don't want to obviously sell him if he's part of our plans. I can't remember whether I did list him. I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah, he is listed. So 1.8 million for him. I'm going to try and push for 2.1, I think, just a little bit over how much he's valued at. So hopefully we can try and get rid of him. He's very unhappy at the moment as well, so it kind of makes sense to get rid of him. We've also got a lot of other strikes as well. Jamie Vardy, for those of you who don't know, is now a Leeds United player. So yeah, let's move on to this team now. The team changes that I'll be making for this game against Chelsea. Let's see what sort of side I'll put out. I'll be back in a second. And this team I've gone with to play against Chelsea. I've got Butland in goal, as you'd expect. Berardi on the right. Cooper and Smith make up the centre-back, both of them being left-footed, so I'll have to watch out for that. Gomez also playing in defence. We've got Cook and Bridcut in front of them, Alex Moore in front of them, and Sandro and Bataka out wide with NG up top. That means on the bench I brought in Heskey, just because I kind of feel he might do something off the bench in this game if I want to bring him on. We've also got Vardy as well as another option to use. We've also got Garcia and Dele Alli, who I'm really looking forward to trying to incorporate more into the side. But this is looking more like a Premier League team, I think, now, isn't it? It's looking a lot better. Dele Alli's obviously more of a Premier League player now, even though he's so young. So yeah, very happy with that team. Let's see, can we beat Chelsea? What an achievement that would be. But I suppose we'll find out how well they play. NG through to Alex Moat. Can he have a shot already? We've won a corner just 2 minutes into this match, which is ideal for us to apply the pressure straight away. I'm going to play it out short here. Okay, not quite where I wanted it. NG's on the edge. Oh, hits it first time on his left foot. And it was obviously comfortably saved by Courtois there. Moat through to Sandro. Can he find NG with the pass? He has done. NG. Oh, it's 1-0. 29 minutes in. And we are beating Chelsea away. Brilliant strike there from NG. Lovely bit of play. I mean, originally it was a hoof up, I think, to Sandro. But we did manage to get it all the way up to the other end of the pitch pretty quick. And it was, I think, a hoof up there. But Alex Moat kept hold of the ball. Probably should have played it through to NG earlier on. But we scored anyway. And it is 1-0. Cook through to Bataka. Bataka now to try and get a shot away. Finds NG. But it's gone back out to, okay, Berardi. And we are having a lot of the ball here, actually. We probably should be winning by more in this game. And that is it for the first half. Still win the match 1-0. But yeah, we have dominated them, really. Possession's been fairly even, but shots have definitely been more towards our favour. Yeah, we now need to try and get ourselves a second goal. Fabregas has come on here, though. And it might make some sort of impact for Chelsea. No way. 1-1. Where has that come from? That's nothing even to do with me, that one. That's just really bad luck. Oh, my days. Can't believe that. 49th minute, only just into the second half, and look at this, trying to chest it and clear it, but obviously we trip up our own player, and yeah, he puts it into the back of the net, 1-1, so we need to start now, really trying to get a second goal, because we were dominating that first half as well. NG through to Alex Moat, this is a great chance, he's onside, Alex Moat, and it's 2-1, brilliant finish, round Courtois, and the youngster has got himself a goal. I might start playing with him more. I do really like Alex Moat in that centre attacking mid position. He's so much better there than he is in centre mid. He can just really take some decent shots, and he gets through like that as well. 2-1 now. Okay, with 30 minutes left, I'm going to make some more changes. We are going to bring on Jamie Vardy, I think, to continue to put pressure on their defence. We're also going to move NG out onto the right-hand side. That means we'll move Sandro over to the left. Alex Moat's going to come off because, again, I need to keep that high intensity and the pressure on their defence. So I'm going to bring on Garcia, and I'm tempted to bring on Heskey as well. I think for now we'll keep it the same going forward other than those two changes. And I think we'll also take off Lewis Cook and bring on Dele Alli as my final change. Oh, here we go. Azpilicueta. Oh, brilliant block, I think, from Smith, that one there. Fantastic slide there, just to prevent the shot going into our goalkeeper. They've got a corner here, and Butland saves with ease. 2 minutes added on, and of another chance. Luckily it wasn't a penalty. I got a bit worried then, and I think it was Bridcut brought someone down. We do have a counter-attacking opportunity here. Can we find Vardy with the pass? Go on. No, again, not quite able to find him. That is it. We're beating Chelsea 2-1. Fantastic result. Another 3 points. And we are now on 4 from a possible 6, I think. 4 from 2 games. So we looked very strong in that game and dominated it throughout most of the match. But we won the game 2-1, which is the main thing. And yeah, some more points on the table. We've got a transfer offer in here for Matt Target, but he is on the way out at the moment with Brendan Galloway, that deal. So I won't just do anything as of yet. Player sold here. Ross Turnbull has gone to Preston. Brendan Galloway has had his contract, well, he's accepted the contract that they've offered him, which means we can now sign him. 73 overall, 20 years old, looks really good. I think he's very fast as well, very big. So he's ideal for us really at left back, looks fantastic. Sam Byram's now back from suspension as well, which is even better news for us. So really happy with that. And look at this, 22 million they've signed him for from Wolfsburg. No way, that can't be right. Felipe, 22 million. No way. That is such a glitch in the game. 22 for a 29-year-old. Who I don't think is that good, to be honest. We are now 5th in the league anyway, and we've got some players to try and develop. We'll just go with the exact same 5 players, I think. I know a few people are saying to try and upgrade particular players in the comments, but sometimes it's difficult. I want to try and upgrade the whole squad in general rather than just certain positions or anything like that. I will try and change it around as much as possible, but sometimes you just got to have a couple of weeks with certain players. We will move on now to having a look at some more emails. And Arsenal have said that they want 725 grand, which is more than the actual value for Martinez. So they are wanting quite a bit. I'm going to just go with the value of the player, 550 grand, and hopefully they do go ahead and accept it. But Sunderland have accepted the 800 grand bid I've put in for Jordan Pickford, which I wasn't expecting considering he's worth 1.1. We will just go ahead and match what he wants on the contract. We will also give him a 5-year deal, and I think we will go with a squad rotational player. I think that's fair enough. Another player sold this time. Casper Sloth has gone to Bolton. That means we get some more money added onto our transfer budget. Inter have confirmed talks with Griezmann. It's going to be a big signing for them if it does go through. We've now dropped down to 6th place. We are 1 position ahead of Arsenal, so we're doing very well at the moment, actually. And another transfer offer in, this time for one of our youngsters who we will be sending out on loan to Luton. And can kind of get him off the wage budget. We've got quite a lot of money actually to spend here, so might leave a bit for January though. That's what I'm tempted to try and do. QPR have come back and said they'll match the 2.1 million for Chris Wood. Fantastic, more money in, so we could actually sign some very good players here if I wanted to. But I think in terms of the squad, I think we've got a very good team. The only player I'm really considering maybe letting go is potentially Bataka. I'm not a huge fan of. But we do have a very good squad here, don't we? There's not many players that I think we need to try and sign. Maybe just 1 or 2 Premier League quality players to add to the depth of the team. Maybe a centre mid or a centre back. Because if we have another one injured, then we've got Pedro Enrique. In fact, no, we've got a lot of centre backs. So I'm not really too sure we need to sign anybody else, to be honest. And Pickford has accepted the contract. I don't know whether to risk trying to sign him or not. I don't know what overall he is. But his stats did look pretty good, so I'm not really too sure what to do here. Do I wait and try and find out what overall he is? I think I'm going to have a quick look, see what I can find out on our shortlist, if he is on there anyway. Let's have a little look. We've got Ruddy on there. We've got a lot of goalkeepers on our shortlist. Manone being one of them, obviously, and Marshall as well. Martinez is another one, but we don't actually know how good he is. Same with Jordan Pickford, but I'll tell you what, his stats do look pretty decent. I'd expect him to be around 70. But you never know, I could be completely wrong with that. We are going to accept the contract. He's surely got to be better than, what, 58, is it, or something? Horton is 58, our current backup goalkeeper. Let's find out. How good is this keeper? 66, okay, not too bad. He's got some growth in him, and he's better than the current keeper that I've got. So that's the main thing. 66 overall isn't bad. I mean, Turnbull, I think, was 66, wasn't he? So I've essentially just got a younger Ross Turnbull, I think he was 66, 68, something like that. But yeah, I think that is going to be it for signings, really. I can't think of too many more players I want to actually get in. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with my squad at the moment. Got many young English players, which is the most important thing, I think, for this series. We won't go ahead with the Martinez deal, obviously, and same with Manone and David Marshall. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it in terms of transfers. But look at this, Rooney has said he wants to leave Man United. Could we try and sign Wayne Rooney, do you think? No, probably not, but he's worth around 40 to 50 million. Yeah, I'm not really too sure about that one, to be honest, but he wants to leave Man U, apparently. And this is the team I've gone with to play against West Ham. It's essentially my best team, to be honest. Galloway starts this match with Cook and Bridco in front. Dele Alli also comes into the team with Jack Grealish on the left-hand side. So this means that is the bench that you're looking at. Sam Byram starts on the bench for now. He is struggling to get into this team. I am tempted, actually, to put him at right back. I don't know. Do I put him at right back or not? We're actually going to go for it. We'll put him at right back, and we'll also, therefore, bring on Dwight Gale and hopefully try and improve this team in all the ways possible. I think that's going to be our starting 11 with Sam Byram at right back now. And yeah, that is the team basically to play against West Ham. It's a home game. One that you might be looking for us to win, really, against West Ham at home with the team that I've got. But if we win the game, then we go up to potentially as far as second, depending on the amount of goals scored. So it's an important match, but one that I'm going to sim. West Ham are currently bottom, so should really beat them on current form, but they could go fairly high up, actually, up to potentially 12th. But I think I'm going to sim the match. We might stay in 10th if we do lose the game, but I'm hoping to try and get at least a point from West Ham. Come on, let's see how we get on. They've lost to Man City and Tottenham, so they were difficult games, those ones. It wasn't like they were against a lesser team. They have just scored with Mark Noble. Galloway's had 2 yellow cards in the space of 14 minutes, so he's been sent off. Jack Grealish makes it 1-1, though. Bonner gets injured, and there is just under 40 minutes left, now 30 minutes. Alex Mo on, Dele Alli off, Garcia on. Cooper scores, making it 2-1. That's brilliant news. 10 minutes left. Can we get another goal, or just see out the rest of the game? Look at that. Who thought? Singing against West Ham, we've managed to win the game 2-1, and that was with a player sent off as well, so pretty happy with that. And that means we go up to 4th now, which is very good for us. Obviously not quite up to 2nd, but we'll happily take 4th at the moment. A Champions League place will be brilliant by the end of the season. And that means that Brendan Galloway has been suspended on his first match for us, which isn't good at all. But we do have Chris Wood that's been sold. 1.8 million has been added on to our transfer budget, and the opportunity to be Ivory Coast manager. Okay, wasn't really expecting that. Let me know in the comments what you think about that. I'm not really too sure myself. I don't know if I just want to focus on Leeds for now. Ivory Coast is a little bit tempting, considering they do have some very fast players, which will be interesting to play with. But yes, I don't know about that one, so let me know down below in the comments. And let's move on to now simming all of those drills, hopefully trying to get some players up in overall. And that'll be pretty much it for this episode once we do that. No overalls increasing there, but we have had some individual attributes going up. And yeah, that is going to be it for this episode. Not quite out of the not the January transfer window, the summer transfer window. So let me know of any suggestions in the comments. This is the amount I've got to spend: 6 million and nearly 50 grand a week. So quite a bit of money to spend there. That is it for this episode. Let's try and hit 25 likes. That'd be really appreciated. Also, don't forget to go subscribe as well. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.